All right, let's continue with our audience research. And this time, depending on your niche, we're going to use one of, if not the best place to find real topics that people are searching for and engaging with. And of course, that is YouTube, which has the benefit, of course, of being owned by Google. So listen, there's a couple ways you can do this. If you decide to get a free SparkToro account, I do like, and again, I've got my audience talks about RVing up here. They have a YouTube tab, and you can go see the YouTube channels that they correlate with. Now, again, I'm on a free plan, so I can only see 3. If you were to upgrade your account, I'm sure you could see a lot more. I do like how they give you this kind of percent of audience. You don't have to do that, of course. You can just go to YouTube. Let me take one step back. So on YouTube right here, and all I did, so I typed in RV, and the first auto suggest was RV living, okay? Now, obviously the process, I'm not gonna spend 10 minutes in each video. The process is the same as it is with Reddit and TikTok. Finding top topics that the algorithm is surfacing and that has a lot of engagement, okay? So this is the very first result for RV living. 7 things we wish we knew before we started RV.
So my husband Lloyd.
Now, if that is not a great, oops, I've got the volume on here. If that's not a great idea for a topic that real people are searching for, 465,000 people. We know, we're not in a keyword tool wondering about search volume. We know 500,000 people watched this video. 400 of them commented on it. Do you think this is a topic that your audience wants to know more about? And instead of what they know about before starting RV, it's what you know. So we can piggyback the same topic, but it's your experience. It's your expertise. I mean, this is let's see, a perfect topic. And of course, it doesn't have to be 7. You don't want to necessarily copy the number. It could be X things we wish we knew before starting RV full time. And you can copy the link. I always like to save the source just in case I want to go back. And now, this is optional as well, but there is a cool, so remember with TikTok, we transcribed the transcripts. We can do the same thing with YouTube. This is an optional step, right? But there is a Chrome extension, okay? It's got a weird name here. GLASP YouTube Summary. You'll find it in Chrome or on Safari, but this is the name of it. And when you install it, you'll see this little button here. And what it does is it transcribes it, and you can click this link to go into ChatGPT and it will do a prompt by itself. I actually prefer copying the transcripts, okay, then going into ChatGPT itself. Again, this is an optional step, but you are a copy editor. Please create a detailed content brief for a blog post based on this video transcript, right? So similar to what we did with TikTok, the idea here being, this can give you some structure, some ideas that will, reflect your experience. And then ChatGPT is going to take this and brilliantly distill it into an outline or a brief or whatever you want to call it. Again, it's totally up to you. I just find having this, instead of watching a 17-minute video, it can just give you the summary, or you don't even need to watch it, or you don't need the summary. Maybe you just want the topic and you're going to run with it, and that's totally fine as well. Students of my past, or the past version of this course, will notice a change that we're not going on to Google to look for the keyword and then looking at the top 10 results and then looking at their headers, right? That's kind of the old school way of doing SEO. And, we don't want to just have mimic content or copycat content You got to run with it based on your own experience. Now, I find this again, this is a little too detailed. But if you're thinking of, if you're struggling for ideas or what should I add to this post, this is good for brainstorming. And again, we can share these to yourself. I should have mentioned, I don't know if you need the paid version of ChatGPT for this, actually. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think so, but it's definitely worth it, right? So we can plug the link here. And I love keeping, some people don't like spreadsheets, but I find it's really helpful, right? So I can always come back to this list of topics. I can find where I got the idea from. And for TikTok and YouTube, I can find the transcript and the article brief. So again, I'm not going to do 20 examples because it's getting repetitive, but YouTube is probably the #1 place to find really great topics because we know the engagement, right? We know 500,000 people in your niche watch this video. That is priceless information that no keyword tool can give us.